Welcome back, everybody, to the UMG Champions Apex Legends Arena $10,000 Invitational Semifinals is here, and I wouldn't have it any other way, of course, with Rain Day and Girl back at it once again, and you're here to stay for semifinals, Rain Day. It's going to be a great time.
I love it. We're going to set it all up. We're going to lay the table. We're going to put out the plates. We're going to make sure the food in the kitchen is smelling warm and nice. And right when you're about to eat, Mark and Dan are going to basically slice it open. It's going to be like a preview to Thanksgiving, and that turkey smell, that taste, it's going to be delivered to the fans for the perfect final. So we're excited. We're going to set it all up, though. And this first one is going to be great.
I said you got to stop me because I'm hungry. Like, legitimately,
I know.
Like, starving. Eaten, right? You know what I'm saying? Now you're talking about the Thanksgiving dinner cutting, and I'm like, yo, man, I'm looking at that nice turkey.
Ooh,
hey, no vegan
stuffing
here.
In there.
With the every turducken, I don't even know. Apparently, that's a real thing. I thought it was make-believe mythology, but it's real, man. But one day I'll get my hands on it. Girl, this is going to be a great series, right? Esports Arena, Arena Demons, Double Arena. Only one can move forward in Arena's tournament, of course. And, man, I got to say, Arena Demons on fire after their first series.
Absolutely. They haven't been missing a shot. They've been playing as a unit today, but this is going to be a bittersweet ending because both of these teams have played so much and played so well to get to this point. So it's going to be tough to watch someone win and someone lose, but this is going to be some great Arenas action today. Yeah,
it's going to be good for sure. And Rain Day, you know, much the opposite of Arena Demons, right? They got that massive 3-0 victory.
Yeah.
Esports Arena, narrow game number 4 against Navi earlier.
Yeah, and that goes to show, you know, maybe there is a chink in the armor there that you wouldn't have expected for Esports Arena coming into this tournament, especially on Playoff Sunday. I think Arena Demons, when you look at them, have really shown no negatives, shown no weaknesses. They've come in with a lot of clarity and a lot of high execution. So something to be wary about if Esports Arena cannot pick it up and play to the level Arena Demons have been playing before.
Well, one player that we need to be on the lookout for when it comes to Esports Arena has to be Dooplex, Girl. And kills per game a bit low. I'm looking at total damage, though. That truly is impressive. And, of course, that's off of the games played, which is overall at 11. But Dooplex, what do we know about him?
You know, he's playing Gibraltar. He is the absolute unit, the support player. He cannot die first. He's going to be that clutch factor there. He's outputted so much damage. Oh my goodness, almost 20,000 total damage in 11 games. That's crazy to see. He is a Gibraltar, so there's so much on the line for him. He has to support his teammate, and he has to also not die. He's one of the biggest hitboxes in the game, like besides Pathfinder in these Arenas games. Anywho, so he has a lot on his shoulders, and hopefully they can do well in this upcoming series.
Rain Day, you know, we focus a lot of heavy attention when it comes to the Pathfinders, and rightly so. They're normally, you know, the big impact players. Octane obviously opening up her perspectives. Gibby, though, sometimes does fall under the radar, minus the bubble fights that we end up seeing. But, yeah, for Dooplex, man, being that Gibby player, there's going to be a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, and that's what you do when you own that role. You say, I'm going to be the anchor for this team. I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to make the right decision at the right time. That bubble in the hands of your smartest player is the most important. And sometimes it's not just your smartest. It's maybe your most conservative, and maybe it's your most forethought thinking, multiple plan having character and player specifically. And that's what really the role of the Gibby is. It's not as easy, but hey, you don't have to entry frag like the Wraith, like the Octane. You can sit back, get a little bit better vantage point of the game, and that hopefully allows you to make better decisions when it's time to go.
Well, hopefully Dooplex is firing on all cylinders. Esports Arena is definitely going to need his Gibby play style. We do have a bracket update. Let's go ahead and check that out. We had a matchup between Torrent and Pittsburgh Knights go to a Game 5, and Torrent will move forward.
Oh, baby.
A bit bittersweet. You're saying, oh, baby, and you know what? It is, oh, baby, because Torrent was a team that we definitely hyped up, Rain Day. But Pittsburgh Knights is an org that I love seeing compete across multiple different titles, and to see them exit in round 1 is a bit bittersweet, but Torrent, I'm sure they deserved it.
Yeah, I casted. I have a bunch of friends who are on Pittsburgh Knights as well, and other esports also that I've casted. So a lot of love to the org. One of my best friends, Aggro, he casts Smite right now. Shout out to the boy. He's from Pittsburgh. He has the Pittsburgh Knights jersey. He loves the hockey out there. So I have a lot of love for Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, though, couldn't make it past Torrent, and I did have a big bet on them the other day. So I'm definitely rooting for them to go as far as they can in this tournament. Would be a fun finals to see them in.
Oh, for sure. And girl, you know, that's going to be a semifinal you'll be casting next, obviously, but Torrent will play against Era. That's going to be a tough one for sure.
For sure. Torrent was heavy yesterday. They were doing so well. And today, I can't believe they went up to a game number 5. I don't know how they're going to be feeling after that, but it's a lot of practice. And both teams struggled a little bit through the rounds, but it's going to be tough going up against Era Eternity for sure.
Yeah, for sure, especially with Oxy Aries performing as well as he did. 20 kills across the 4-game. Fantastic stuff. But let's get back on board with the series at hand, Esports Arena and Arena Demons. Let's take a look and a peek at our maps that we're going to be rolling with. Well, I guess not just yet. Let's do predictions. The ball's ready to get rolling, all right? The series is about to be underway, so we don't have any time to lose. Rain Day, who are you going for?
I'm going for Arena Demons. I cannot doubt my eyes. They usually don't steer me wrong. I saw Clinical today, and I expect them to do the exact same thing here. When nobody makes a fault that you can point out, well, you don't fault them until they do. So Arena Demons for me is moving forward in this one, despite how good we know Esports Arena can be.
Well, girl, they always say, you know, don't fix what's not broken. So Arena Demons looking like the favorite for Rain Day. Are they the favorite for you?
Arena Demons have been doing so well today, and I would hate to go against them today because they've been playing so perfect. And they haven't made almost any mistakes today. But I think Esports Arenas have been watching the tournaments. I've been into a couple of their streams, into their VODs, taking a look, checking them out, and I'm going to go with them today.
Wow, another divide. Right. I think it's fair. Honestly, if there was ever going to be a divide here, Rain Day, between you and Girl, this would be it because both teams are so incredibly even. But it comes down to the tiebreaker. Chat, who are you going for? Because my opinion doesn't matter. It never does, anyways, as the host. Hey, so it looks like Arena Demons. Well, I appreciate you, Rain Day, but I know the truth. So, hey, look, Arena Demons, they got you sandwiched in, Girl. Once again, you're by yourself.
I am by myself indeed, but that's okay because magic happens. You know, we might see it today, or Arena Demons might take that championship as they wish they did in our last tournament. So either way, I'm going to be happy to see some great arenas action today.
Absolutely. And I do got to kind of, you know, pick your brain a little bit, Rain Day, when it does come to Na'Vi and their play style. And, you know, maybe just give your, you know, your best guess in terms of Na'Vi's play style versus Arena Demons play style and how much of an impact that's going to have for Esports Arena, because Na'Vi obviously gave Esports Arena that test.
Yeah, and I think Na'Vi, what we noticed about them was they had great ideas, they had a slower pace in general, and they were a little less decisive in that final third, that final moment where you have to actually have the engagement, and somebody has to be the aggressor and somebody has to react. I think Arena Demons, although that they may have some similar pacing slowness that Na'Vi had, I feel like they're much more effective when they decide to go. And this is, to me, the difference. And also, they played much better as a unit. I think Na'Vi sometimes was a little bit not on the same page. I feel like Arena Demons today, and the way that they were moving with one another, they felt like they understood where they were going to be before it happened. So that type of synergy is really hard to beat.
Well, we got 2 spots in grand finals, and one is going to be earned after this series has concluded. Arena Demons facing off against Esports Arena. Rain Day Girl, take it away.
Thank you, Taylor. It's an exciting time because it's Championship Sunday. We are here. These teams are in the money. That means $1,000 guaranteed at least for everyone here who's qualified for the semifinals, but you get a chance to play for at least $3,000 when you win this one and $5,000 if you win the final matchup, which will be our culmination at the end of the day. Our map overflow was going to look like this, starting with Overflow. So our overview here is with Overflow starting off. Party Crasher second, Thermal Station, Phase Runner, and Encore. Girl, how do you feel, A, about Overflow being the starting map, but B, going to that kind of tried and true back-to-back Party Crasher Thermal Station right after it?
To be honest, Overflow, I think, is a great map to start off with. Both teams have so much experience playing this map in particular. And it's hard to say who would actually play better because it's such an even map. You either take the left, you either take the right, but there's no height advantage, so Arena Demons can't take advantage of that. I'm curious to see if they're going to be playing Bangalore, and here it is, Aiden on Bangalore. It didn't work out for him in one of the games yesterday, but they're going to stay true to the Bangalore play on this map, and we'll see if it works out for them.
Wow, Dimi grabs the shield bats already and drops one. And this means Verhulst and the rest of Esports Arena will play towards that left-hand side on the west. while Arena Demons take the right, using the ability of Aiden on Bangalore to maybe just buy some time. The long-range Mozambique pokes have been more effective than one would have assumed, considering the history the Mozambique has had is not only not a very good weapon in the course of Apex Legends 11 seasons, but also the close range that you need in order to be effective. But in arenas, it's really jumped into a very high-level part of the early rounds, especially upgrading to that purple bolt with the Digi-Threats, which plays right into the hand of the Bangalore smokes you see Aiden and the rest of the squad are utilizing.
I gotta give a shout out to both of these teams because it's so hard to spot that like little head peek from across the map, and then they just spam that position with gunshots. It's kind of like a spray and pray, but you gotta get the first shot in on this first round because not a lot of people have many cells or many batteries. So you got to take every head peek, every good angle that you can. Now we see one of the teams taking the low ground here, and that's Intel Esports Arena. They're keeping on the low ground, but Dooplex is getting cracked up by Aiden.
That's big damage as well. So much from a Mozambique, and this is what I'm saying, the range that this has. When you go in and aim down sights, you actually decrease the pellet distance from each other on the Mozambique, and so you're able to get more accurate shots from range, and you can tell how effective that is being. 25s from across with the 6 into the magazine, it becomes that much easier. Pings coming across, you can tell Verhulst already getting threatened, and he's got the Volt. This should be winning from that range, but Dooplex feels the pain from Rahknee. The Mozambique with the purple bolt is already doing damage. That's Verhulst down as well. Our Dooplex down also, and that should be Arena Demons cleaning up round 1. No Bangalore smokes needed. It was all Mozambiques to take the lead.
That's a clean wipe indeed. They got the first shots. I believe we saw some missed shots from Esports Arena, and that was really crucial there. They weren't all together as a unit. They weren't able to get that damage that they needed to even push off of them, and they were just trapped, you know?
How do you feel about the low ground choice? Because we did see earlier just, you know, the care package became a potential moment for Verhulst to go for it, to maybe see, or Esports Arena sees that, but Verhulst held low ground. It didn't really work out for them and ended up isolating Dooplex up on high, and that really was the opening Arena Demons needed.
Yeah, exactly. Dooplex did take damage, being the only one on that high ground, like you said, and the other two didn't really get an opening or an angle by utilizing that low ground, so it really just did not work out. Not sure what their plan was there, but normally you want that high ground advantage over the low. Maybe they wanted the crafting materials so that they could buy better weapons for the next game, but they did cost round 1.
Pretty incredible use again in poke of the Mozambique from range. We're seeing Aiden do the same setup as before. Verhulst on the Volt also, and Skittlecakes. Esports Arena already taking some damage. Got a pretty similar setup. Care package landing right in the middle. We'll see if there's a difference between how Verhulst wants to approach this, keeping those on height. He opts for the low ground again, and this time the smoke is already on the package. Maybe to delay and buy some time. He's got another smoke, and this is good. Not only to separate Skittlecakes, and that'll do for 1, but also to isolate where Dooplex is already. And now this could be a 3v1. Rahknee taking the damage, but as long as they go in, they've got the Digi-Threats. This should be an angle. Verhulst doing some great return fire on to Dimi, and Dimi will go down. That's Dooplex right there, finishing it off. So somehow Esports Arena has crawled this back. They lost their member first, but now it is a 2v2.
Yeah, they're doing really well as a unit right now, shooting the same person, getting that knock, putting themselves back in this 2v2 situation, but they are indeed still on the low ground, so they got to get these angles. Rahknee's doing okay. He's got the high. Aiden has to pop a battery. They're actually both popping a battery. Are they going to go for a thirst, or are they going to go for a revive here, or play out the 2v2?
Well, to me, I think maybe you hold this. We saw some trickiness happen when the door was closed and the door was opened by the enemy player who was not finished. But it looks like biding their time has worked out. Verhulst still alive. Should have been down, and no, he runs into Dooplex, though. This is perfect, but they've taken so much damage, but now he's got to fight, too, and it's going to work out. That should be Aiden on the backside, who ends up cleaning it up. But no, it's Esports Arena who grabbed that one. My goodness gracious. Rahknee got a little aggressive, but he ended up running into the other player who had a little bit more health to stand up to that fight.
That was Dooplex there doing the clutch up. We watched his statistics earlier. He outputs just so much damage and gets so many kills for his team. And that's the thing. Gibraltar, they have to stay alive for the end. We've seen them clutch and shine in arenas more than in any BR instance. So here we go, Dooplex. With the hipfire, they played well. They angled it out, and the 2v3 clutch reigns again.
Reigns, I like that, girl. I might use that one day. We see Esports Arena here having a similar approach, taking that far side. And it's really just been all the meds towards Arena Demons. Is this a problem moving forward? Do you think this is just a little bit too easy, not enough contest there? Or is this kind of going to end up playing into Esports Arena strategy?
Honestly, it could go either way. I don't feel like Esports Arena have a hard time up against this Bangalore here. They are playing Volts, but they do not have the Digi threats on them yet, which worries me a little bit. But they are playing the right weapons to play against that Bangalore play. Verhulst doing massive damage from across the map just shows how skilled and talented he is. Skittlecakes, though, getting shot out a little bit. But they're not going to push off that yet. Dimi's playing that head glitch on the bin. That's such a good head glitch to be utilizing, especially with a wingman.
And so purple shields for all. They're going to have to do even more damage as these rounds go in. This grenade could hit. It's not, though. And this is going to be Dimi grappling in. Look at the aggression there. Has to hit the shot on the Verhulst, and he misses. Luckily, he's able to trade at least on a 1 to Skittlecakes, but he wastes a lot of damage. Verhulst still alive. This is like the last round. The battery potentially opting for it. He's just going to go and side himself over for a little bit less line of sight opportunities for Verhulst to maybe peek out and get some lucky damage. They know they have the advantage here. It's 3v2. That doesn't mean much, especially with the care package coming in. The grenade will force him out from the side. He's got no shield batteries left. Dooplex in trouble, but Verhulst, will he come to the rescue like he did last round as well? Dooplex and Verhulst holding down angles. He wants to open the care package, possibly see what's in there, but there's no time to spare and no space to waste. As he looks to go for the revive. If he gets this off, it's back to 3v3, and it looks like he just may.
He did indeed, but now they're going to be pushing and focusing on Skittlecakes here. Dimi is 1 HP. Aiden takes down Verhulst now. Verhulst is down. Can Dooplex make enough space for his teammates to heal here? But it's not looking good. Aiden has to heal up, but Dooplex has no armor left. It's looking rough.
Look at this. I mean, they've gone back and forth on each other, and that's going to be Aiden who helps clean that one up. And Dooplex did his best, I'll say, but he just could not find the answers in round number 3. Arena Demons will take this one and go ahead 2-1 here.
2-1. It's a tough match between the two of them. I feel like Dooplex was a little bit out of position to help his teammates there, because if he was in position, he may have been able to get a re-knock on the opposing team, and then it would have been a 2v2. But they were on the low end of the stick. I think he was just a little bit split from his team, especially as a Gibby. So we're going to have to see them tighten it up in this next round.
And going for the revive, I think, was a good play. Unfortunately, though, it did make it so that it was a guaranteed 3v1, and I think that was the testament to Arena Demons. You see one player committing to the revive. You know there's not a lot of negative on that early on because he won't have much health. He'll have to hit a shield battery. So you're essentially saying, well, great, 2 of them are there. Let's take our numbers advantage and go 3v1. And that really was a great, you know, on-demand, adaptable decision for Arena Demons to really tilt the fight in their favor.
Yeah, that's not something not a lot of players realize, is you don't actually have to go push on the person being revived. You can also push on the full health teammate that has no one covering him. So taking that numbers advantage, playing it safe, playing it smart, ended up winning them the round. But here we go with Arena Demons. We got Dimi flanking Dooplex. Dooplex using that bubble to get out in cover. Skittlecakes pre-throwing grenades here just in case this bubble gets pushed from behind. They seem to have recovered. They know where Rahknee is. They're going for the shots here. 16's not going to be enough damage. Dooplex on his own, just running around.
An ultimate.
Woo!
Look at this. Dooplex is in trouble here. They know exactly where he's got to stand, underneath that cover. And so they're going to be able to isolate Dooplex if they want. And it looks like actually Dooplex has already been down. And that was a beautiful ultimate there because it means you can't stand outside. You have to go into this little bridge, and there's not much room there. And so it's an easy track. But the Devotions and Skittlecakes, maybe something trying to get redemption here in this fight or in this matchup. Dimi, though, he could go down. This is a great use of the Mozambique. One shot will do it. He's got one more. Verhulst could clutch this up It's Aiden versus Verhulst. Can he find it with the Mozambique? Will the 3 pellets rain down and claim supremacy? The shotgun that is so often fell underneath the tier list from the others. The knockdown shields potentially stopping it, but no! It will be the Mozambique and the clutch up. What a play from Esports Arena to send it to a 2-2.
That devotion did work before he died. Skittlecakes taking angles, but making sure that he gets that knock. So Verhulst coming in, playing these knockdown shields, and he knows he has to be aggressive because he is in a tough situation. If he lets them heal, he cannot win that. But those Mozambique shots, those peak shots, utilizing his teammates as cover was amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the flick shots as well.
Yeah.
Verhulst playing out of his mind. Definitely helping Esports Arena stay in this one when maybe you would have thought a Mozambique versus 2 members of the other team. I mean, in Season 1 of Apex Legends, you would have been laughing at that one. We already know that would have been a foregone conclusion. Not anymore. It is a weapon to be respected, especially in arenas. As now the Volts with the 3 times. Actually, a devotion here. And this is really what I think has changed the game. Skittlecakes has really brought in some firepower. So even if he's going down, he's doing so much team damage, girl, that it's really allowing some openings for some great plays from Skittlecakes and as well Verhulst to really capitalize on it.
Esports Arena are feeling it right now. They know Dimi liked to play that head glitch there, and they singled him out and pushed forward.
Wow.
And then ever since they got that knock, it's grapples in, it's W key, it's push forward, it's don't let them breathe. And they didn't have a moment to even shield up the battery. So Esports Arena, the hype, the momentum, it's all there right now, and it's exciting to see.
There's a lot of adjustments being made. This is just fantastic Apex Legends gameplay, arenas or other. It's just beautiful back and forth. And what will the adjustment be from Arena Demons? Because this is where things have started to shift. They've had the upper hand. They've led in round 1, and they've led in round 3. And now they find themselves in round 5 in the passenger seat, hoping that Esports Arena does not continue on this path that they have been driving, because one more win sends them into a victory here in game number 1. 3 beautiful shots from Dimi, though, and it's almost put Esports Arena out of the count. Verhulst comes in to adjust and try to take over the damage, but now it's going to be Skittlecakes and Verhulst trading that impact. AidantheDestroyer destroying with the PK, but the Arcstar rebuffs him just for the time being. They're going to have to back off, and Dimi hits the battery, and Girl, this buys them a little bit of time.
It definitely buys them a little bit of time. They wouldn't have been able to do that without Dooplex's dome shield there. Because Arena Demons did output so much damage, Dimi wanted that revenge. He output so much damage with the wingman, but they weren't able to push off because of those grenades holding that bubble in. So they're going to have to reset, go back, and try at it again. It's a new series.
A couple of good shots started this all off. But Skittlecakes and the Devotion may be the biggest weapon change and tactical choice that has had the most impact on this round and the last rounds as well. Verhulst has been a problem, especially with the clutch capabilities. Dimi looking to find some more wingman shots to open the door up for the rest of his teammates. Aiden pressuring on the left side. Haven't seen the smokes come into play this round. And looking for maybe an ultimate again to turn the tide. He might have just saved that in the credits. We'll find out when we see him again. But Verhulst right now needs to do something. The rest of Arena Demons are holding that high ground, and now it's forced Esports Arena to the outskirts. 28 seconds, the ring's still moving.
Dooplex just got flanked by Aiden here. He's pinging Dooplex, and the Arcstar brings him down by Rahknee. So they got a 3v2 situation. They can pull this through. They're shooting through the smoke. Verhulst has a Digifred. What a beam. He hasn't yet knocked him, though, so he will have to win his 1v1 here as well. And his teammate Skittlecakes clutches one up with the Devotion. Not this time. Not this time.
Wow. I mean, Verhulst is beaming.
Yeah,
but it doesn't stop the absolute destruction Arena Demons are bringing to the table. The Peacekeeper doing a lot of work in those close-range fights for Aiden. And just overall, Dimi really hitting those wingman shots, opening a lot off the bat. But that was really Rahknee, I think, who really set up the initial frag there in that final sequence to open the door for Arena Demons.
Yeah, Rahknee threw the grenade, but Aiden also flanked right behind Dooplex. They had no knowledge of Aiden being right behind him, and he hit those 2 or 3 wingman shots to seal the deal. The shots end Ronnie's Arcstar just put it together and took down Dooplex, and then it was a 2v3 situation yet again. So they're really going to have to look for Aiden creeping up behind them in future fights.
Well, if you thought things weren't going to stay intense, well, you thought wrong. We're here at a 3-3, could be facing a 4-4 sudden death unless one of these teams finds the advantage and keeps it. It has been hard to separate them, though, round after round. They find a way to adjust. Wingman with the purple magazine.
Check out this area.
And Aiden, he's on white, but he doesn't need anything more to do 70+ damage across the way. And still holding this left side. Both teams not really adjusting how they're taking this early game.
Aiden's got a lot of smokes and ulti in hand, so if it comes out to the open field or going for that care package, they might have sealed the deal on that. But Dimi, holding angles, looking left, looking right, he has to figure out where intel stands.
3-3. And Skittlecakes knows this devotion has to pay off like it did 2 rounds ago for Esports Arena to take the lead. And as the Pathfinder does minimize his movement speed as a character who likes to be a little bit more aggressive and mobile. One of the biggest negatives of the devotion is that you are slowed more than almost any other weapon in the game when you are firing it. So you better have that angle right. And there it is, the Bangalore ultimate that we expected. This is going to buy time and force Skittlecakes and the rest of Esports Arena into predictable locations. And look at this, Verhulst trying to get out of there, but he takes the damage, so he's going to have that little concussion effect for a little while. He's going to get the shield battery off, so he should be back to normal, but this might have exposed, no, not members of Esports Arena. It feels like Dimi's actually been counter-aggressive. He's the one who's got to hit a shield battery. Luckily, he just gets one off.
He does indeed, and that's because Aiden was able to cover him with the smokes, with the gunfire. You got the PK in hand, and it hits. Dooplex is down, but Demi's down also. It's a 2v2 situation. Aiden's got to clutch this one out here against Verhulst on the high ground. He has a wingman, but Verhulst has the high ground on him, and they're going for the revive. Oh no, he's going to push. Nope, he's going to fake the push. All right, Verhulst goes for the knock. That's a really good knock because then Aiden can't use that knockdown shield. And we're going for the revive again.
And this is just tactics. This is chess at its finest. And they're trying to get vision, and that's why they're dropping down. One is going to drop down to get vision to let you know exactly where he's going and also use him as a shield. Verhulst's going to climb up again. This is the advantage. But of course, the disadvantage sometimes is falling down, but he already did enough damage. Aiden should be out of this one. Verhulst has cleaned it up so many times. I would not want to be in a 1v1 with him at the end of a round because it goes his way 10 times out of 10 at this point.
Wow, Verhulst and his team worked well together. Even though they were down, they jumped down, they used that communication skills. He even shot him while he was using his teammate's knockdown shield, so that was just incredible play all around.
And Skittlecakes, you know, we talk about him going down early, but he's got to do damage with the devotion beforehand. He does. He gets Ronnie, who is peeking in a beautiful angle, has coverage on this entire fight, and just before Ronnie can get around the corner, gets down. And how many times is that 36 headshot from a devotion just up that time to kill faster than you would have expected? You think you have another half second before you got to move, and boom, you don't. And that's, I think, some of the beauty of it. If Dimi can hit these shots, though, like he has before, it could be trouble. And now they're isolated, so what do you do here? Dooplex is isolated. He's got 2 shots on him. I think Dimi wants him to push this.
Let's go this way.
He may have to use his bubble early there so he doesn't get targeted or aggressed on from multiple angles. But Skittlecakes got this under control. He's looking left and right. Demi's still alive. It's going to be okay for them. Verhulst taking back angles. Actually, is being very aggressive. I feel like the momentum on their team is just popping right now. Dooplex still alive, but can get naded out here. Look, 3 arc stars in Aiden's name. Grenade misses, though.
Skittlecakes ready to go. The devotion slinging out. It's going to do it. It looks like Esports Arena might just have this one. Skittlecakes looking to destroy Aiden, the Destroyer. It's going to be the last testament. What will it be? A smoke? A shield battery? Well, it'll be a game, most likely in just a moment here. Skittlecakes finishes it off. Esports Arena take game 1 here in our first semifinal.
What a round indeed. That was really fun to watch from both perspectives. Both teams played really well, but Esports Arena came out on top. The devotion was really key there, doing that much damage, but I feel like I would give the MVP to Verhulst for coming through, getting those knocks, getting the clutches that they needed. Well done.
Yeah, I think Verhulst was phenomenal. I think if you have 2 different end games with those 1v1s and he's not involved, maybe it's different. But we're seeing kind of what we saw with CLG Vatro the other day, just those clutch moments, that kind of unbeatable sense, that feeling where, oh man, it's me and him, and it just somehow what we're watching, how we're seeing the pace, the confidence, the play, just feels like he's not missing. And when you're not missing, that helps you win gunfights.
Absolutely. His volt from across the map has been insane. Dimi has made so many clutch plays, but I feel like also Dooplex staying alive there in that last round was huge. It's really not hard to do that. I think Arena Demons may have made a little mistake. They had 3 arc stars on Aiden. What if they focus fired them on top of Dooplex? Maybe they could have gotten the kill. I'm not sure. I'm not a pro arenas player though. Trust me, I'm the type of person that uses the devotion in arenas too and just whoop.
Hey,
pray
just let
pray.
it happen. Yeah, pray and pray. You know, and I think that was a testament, I think, to the strategy. I love not only the technical skill of Verhulst, but I think the strategy of Esports Arena really started to show itself there. We didn't see the devotion come out until about round 3. And we also saw in this corner of the map kind of a different space of holding. Esports Arena was holding more of the far northern side of that map underneath the low ground. And instead, they started holding more of the middle western side of the map in this building and kind of fighting around that building. They took the early damage from Dimi. They were jump padding into that space, but they really just said, let's fight here. And those fights, for whatever reason, more towards the middle of the map, really started to benefit Esports Arena. Maybe the open space, maybe the devotion and the ability to cover that when there is that movement in open space, easier to punish. But ultimately, I think it just took away a lot of the momentum Arena Demons had at the start.
Yeah, I think Arena Demons really like to get up in your face and full-on push through. And the devotion really counters that, because once you're going to full-on in right into their face, you know, the devotion's pre-firing, it can wipe out your whole team with one clip. It's just the perfect weapon to counter an Arena Demons. And I'm wondering if we're going to see that same weapon played again in later maps.
Some pretty unbelievable tracking there from Verhulst. Is he on controller on PC? I mean, I'm like, wow, that is an unbelievable level of directional control with all of that movement, and really making himself a known player here in this arena scene. Can't wait to keep watching that and seeing if Esports Arena can keep up the momentum, because they sure have a lot of it. But here we go. Party Crasher coming in, girl. This is that map that tends to go one way and really fast. Who do you think's got the advantage here? Just in your eyes, do you think Esports Arena are going to benefit with the pace that they've discovered on Party Crasher? Or is this more of an Arena Demons map, which we've seen them perform pretty well on over the course of these last 2 days?
For me, Party Crasher is like the signature map for Arena Demons, I feel. Like it's the first map that I've seen them play Horizon in the last tournament and also play Ash in this tournament. And I just feel like they're so versatile, so flexible, and they play the high ground so very well and the bin so well. I feel like they have an advantage over other teams in this map. So I'm excited to see them both duke it out here.
It's going to be exciting to see here. Party Crasher, a different tone and a lot closer, where these longer engagements have been occurring over Overflow. You'll now see these much more Western style standoffs where one mistake, one stray bullet turns into an immediate push by these teams. It is very unforgiving and tends to go in a very fast manner. But of course, when you have a party crashed, it tends to disrupt the flow of the party, and it tends to add a new pace to it. I've crashed a couple parties in my youth as well, and I've been crashed on. Also, it always shakes things up. Well, is it going to shake up our series? We'll see if Arena Demons can bring it back, or if Esports Arena will be pushing themselves to a 2-0 lead. Man, if that Mirage Voyage photo doesn't give you a little bit of inspiration, I don't know what else will, girl.
You want to know the only party that I've crashed?
Yeah, what?
A RuneScape wedding. That's the only party that I've crashed.
Well, that's a heck of a party, actually. I'm not going to lie.
It's the only time that I've ever crashed a party.
Yeah.
I don't go to too many of them, but RuneScape was my thing back in the day. Anywho, it's Arena Demons coming in. They really like to play this spin. They take advantage of all the angles that they can get over here. And we're actually seeing more Volt play action, but no, a dome comes through and they're putting aggression. Esports Arena trying to kill Dimi, believe it was.
Yeah, I mean, you can already see that the pace is lightning fast. It is like right away, let's get started. And You know, I love that about this map as well, and it really is about who can apply that pressure and keep it going. A couple of shots here from range. You can tell the wingman firing through. Dimi getting very aggressive, and maybe he's just baiting them just enough to peek around the corner, looking like such a good target. Aiden holding kind of that middle ground as well, and now Rahknee on the high ground behind him, and now it's Dooplex just isolated, but is Aiden going to get aggressive? You can see the grapple. Yes, it will be. Verhulst will find Dimi. Skittlecakes will return the fire with the P2020, and that extra damage now no longer hitting like a light tap. No, that is a big, big slap to the face whenever that weapon is out now. 18 with a little bit more on the headshot, so that's going to be a 1-0 to Esports Arena right off the bat.
The P2020 is actually a great pistol to start off, like get into a 50-50 or off drop. It's not a bad weapon. We've been discussing it in our pred lobbies the other day, but Aiden, look at this. He tries coming up, he does a little bit of damage, but that's Esports Arena. Skittlecakes just outputting so much damage. They worked so well together. They did not let Dimi take advantage, try and get these nasty angles on top of them, and the use of the bubble by Dooplex. I really like the quick decision making. You know, you only have one bubble, maybe two bubbles in that first round, and he used it. He wasn't afraid to take advantage of the momentum they had from first game, and they're not going to let them bully them on Party Crasher here.
That's a beautiful thing. And Verhulst here on the Octane, it's been tough. Aiden and the rest of the squad now on the Ash, and we saw him on the Ash earlier in this map in the day, and I think maybe despite seeing so much flexibility, the one legend we have not seen him win with is the Bangalore. That has been a no-go on Overflow the 2 times he has played that legend. So maybe the Ash will have better results. However, that ultimate is very expensive, and we've explained that before. The Octane jump pad, about half the cost of the Ash ultimate, and doing essentially the same job, albeit less safe and maybe less efficiently, but way more cost-effective.
Yeah, I think Ash will come in handy as the games go on, as long as they can continue to play these rounds and these games. They have to get some rounds on the table with Esports Arena, or they could potentially get 3-0'd here. So, Verhulst hitting all his shots as usual across the map with the 1x is not hard to do. It's really hard to see people on these angles, so sometimes you just gotta pre-fire those headshot angles. And to be honest, I see Arena Demons play this side really well. We're gonna see him climb up. Aiden on his lonesome, but he does damage to Dooplex, so they could be pushing off of that very shortly.
Has his shield cell. Things getting a little bit tenser here. Skittlecakes jumps up, spots Aiden. Verhulst and him moving as a pair. Aiden still holding the high ground with Rahknee covering his angle, and Dimi somewhere in the middle. But the Esports Arena squad moving as a 3 could be very difficult. Flex hiding in behind, anchoring the squad. You can see AidantheDestroyer just can't handle it. Verhulst again with the beam, and somebody's got to stop this guy. Maybe it will be Dimi, who finds the return fire right back onto Dooplex. So now it's a 2v2, and high ground should give the advantage to Arena Demons if they can play this right.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody can get a revive or a fake revive off here. But for now, it's a 2v2 situation. We see Verhulst going for the pop. Dimi does not want to drop down. They're going to make it a 3v3 situation yet again. But Dimi takes down Dooplex. He finds the angle that he needs on the right target. Yes, they did get Aiden right back. So now they're going to have to push off of this no matter what. Make this 2v3 situation as much as you can. But Verhulst on the low ground, it's just going to be so hard to get up there. Letting Dimi go past that barrier costs in the game.
Good movement, but unfortunately that will be that. 1-1 for Arena Demons. A much slower, more methodical play, and also just out-revived for the win. Yeah. That is sometimes something we don't see here on Arenas.
And that's the high ground versus the low ground, right? Dimi could take safe angles towards the low ground, but they would have to climb up to get that re-knock. So it's quite hard to do. Not really disappointed in Esports Arena for that, but they potentially had to push off of that. Go for the 2v2 while Arena Demons were reviving, right? Because you're going to lose that situation mostly every time unless you have a Gibby bubble, which they didn't. So learn off of those mistakes. Don't revive on the low ground or trade revives when you're on the low ground, because that's what what happens. Dimi always finds those angles, and he always hits his shots.
Aiden with a couple of grenades up and down. Not going to land again. So close on these. Dooplex already taking a bit of damage, though. And this has actually put Arena Demons into a good spot. This is exactly where they fought before. They do have the health advantage by about 75 as a team, and the dome has been used. So Dooplex has to be careful here. He is the one who is lower. Aiden and the rest know it. He's also got the tactical, which would be a beautiful snare if he can find two of them in a spot or trying to push a narrow objective like one of these staircases. So still biding their time. Steel battery coming out, but this high ground here, that could get one. And Verhulst is so low. I know he wants to push that. Rahknee saying it's not worth it. We've got them where we want, and there it is. There it comes. The snare is going to actually help. 20 damage on the Skittlecakes, and this is going to keep hitting. This is going to keep hitting and hurting, and there it is. It looks like it could be Arena Demons finishing it off. A couple more shots on the Dooplex. It was low to begin, but he is the last man standing and will be the last man to fall, you would assume, here just in a few moments.
Yeah, and he only has 2 shield cells left, not even a battery, so this is just going to be really hard. 50 health versus 350 or 375. Yeah, that's just not going to cut it. And the head glitch is not going to cut it. Arena Demons play so well on that high ground. It's really tough to beat. And I don't know why they're giving them that high ground every single time, because it's really not working out for them on that side.
And here we go. It really has started to adjust very quickly. That play, I mean, I think was... How do you analyze that? Was that just a slip from Verhulst there? Considering they need his firepower so much. I mean, that's part of the reason why I think they've been successful against Arena Demons in round 1. But what do you say about that? Just the uncovered peak.
They're giving them too much respect.
Yeah.
I think they're giving them too much respect. You mean you played the low ground twice. Verhulst, obviously, he got shot from the high ground, but it's really hard to know where they're playing, right? And if you're going to give them the high ground off the bat, then they have literally every advantage over you, so you cannot be doing that round after round. Luckily, they're on the other side of the map this time, and they could duke it out in a 3v3 fashion. They've won the one time it was on this side. But look at Aiden coming up and flanking Dooplex. He's going to try going for the snare. The snare misses right now. They're all dropping again to the low ground. They're going to throw those grenades up in the air. None of them connect. Oh, Dimi just pops a battery here, and it could be a 3v3 shortly.
Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, that's an arc star that's going to do damage. This should be definitely in the way of Esports Arena. They've already got the knock. And I personally think that they got a little too excited. I mean, I think Aiden, especially using the tactical there, you know, you couldn't guarantee that was what you were going to get. You couldn't guarantee getting the damage out of it. They dropped from the low ground. What I loved about how he used it in the first round was he knew they had the advantage, and so he just leveled that advantage up by making it very easy for them to either have to stand in it or get into an open area to be shot. And in this moment, feels like they maybe rushed the play.
There's a little mistake that happened over here. Dimi doing as much damage as he could, but Skittlecakes coming down with the devotion, which was great, but Skittlecakes was playing his teammate's shield right here. So Aiden should not have dropped red on his face, because once you charge up that devotion, get out from behind that shield, it just melts you like cheese on a sunny day. Like, it just on a hamburger. Like, he got melted.
Pathfinder zipline is going to help Esports Arena match the pace of Arena Demons. They are here battling it out. 2 grenade, 3 grenade, 4 grenade, 5 grenades. Oh my God, all the grenades. It feels like there shouldn't have been enough in the inventory to purchase for that amount of an arsenal. Defensive bombardment might just have a new look in Apex Legends. Gibraltar, watch out. They're coming for you, but Dimi and the rest of Arena Demons don't really find much from that initial assault girl, and it's really more of a standoff here. But Skittlecakes, to me, feels isolated. They've definitely started the pressure, and Dooplex, because of that, challenges Dimi and ends up taking him down.
I could feel Duplex's emotions in that push, but Aiden coming in with the flank, taking him down right before he pops that battery. That was a really crucial timing, because a second later, that battery would have been popped. Rahknee on the bottom, the low ground. Aiden getting pushed by this devotion. It is madness. They are putting all of their emotion back into this, and now they have the lead over Arena Demons.
You know, it feels like just, again, the pace was set by Esports Arena there, and Arena Demons do a great job. They tried to set that pace with, 6 grenades, it felt like. it felt like, but the pace wasn't set by that. The Gibraltar bubble dealt with all of it, and Dimi finds himself caught here, and then Dooplex just gets aggressive, and now it's a 2v1, especially since Skittlecakes is already holding that angles. And say what you like, say what you will about the devotion in arenas, they're making the best use out of it possible. Skittlecakes has been a dominant force in this game. You really can't take a 1v1 against him, and especially can't take a 2v1 because that devotion just makes it an unfair fight.
Oh, absolutely. And this is for the money, right? $5,000 on the line for these teams if they can make it into that championship grand finals after they win this set. So play whatever gun you feel like is the best you possibly can use, and it's working for them, the devotion. But really, Dooplex, even though Dooplex went down, he sealed kind of the deal. He didn't seal the deal technically, but I could feel the emotion when he pushed right up into their face and it's like, I'm gonna take you down. I'm Dooplex, I know I'm a big boy, and I know I don't have a dome left, but I'm gonna take you down with me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we're both going down, right? Because I'll either get pushed or you pushed. And sometimes when you get in that fight or flight and survival mode before someone else, it actually opens up a lot of opportunities for you to set the pace of your own engagement. And setting the terms of your own engagement, as most people, if you've ever made a contract or an agreement, if you get to set the terms, you're in the advantage. And so that's often what I think we miss here in the arena's experience. Some of these teams think that if we wait long enough, good things will happen. But it's really the team, once you start waiting, that starts the engagement that I think really gets to set those terms that ultimately end up being an advantage for them. Here's the Ash ultimate. Let's see. It's going to be an aggression on Skittlecakes. Where is Skittlecakes, though? Does he drop down immediately? He does. And so now that's 3 members now staring at a Gibraltar bubble. A perfect dome from Dooplex there to give him cover.
They do have the high ground again over them, so that is the advantage that they've got. But it's a good thing that Skittlecakes realized that he was getting 3-man pushed and went down immediately. The doors are going to break here. Now Aidan looking for angles, Dimi looking for angles as well. The same angles, let it be known. They're both looking in this door in particular because the zone is cutting off their back end. So how are they going to get out of here is the question. Do they have a dome on Dooplex? It's going to be tough.
Well, I think this is a great move by Verhulst as well. He's going to have some angles. He's taking a little damage from the zone, but not enough, and I think they might have forgotten about it. And sometimes when you have a zone move in like that and you have a player just take all the eyes, it ends up being very difficult to track the rest of the 2. And there you see AidantheDestroyer. He's going to have to hit a big shot. Oh, he does. And this could be Dooplex going down. He has the high ground, but he's playing against the knockdown shield. Patient play. Oh, 99. It's not enough. Esports Arena take game 2 with some wonderful adapting tactics at the end of it all, and a play to really secure it. I think they deserved it. Devotion in hand as well for Skittlecakes. No other way that this map should end it.
Esports Arena played so well, and they surprised us a little bit. I know they're not the fan favorite right now, but after watching that incredible performance, you know they definitely deserved that win. They were in the worst position possible because they were on that room, but Verhulst stimming out and creating space for his team. Skittlecakes getting the first knockdown to me. It was played in so incredibly well, and it was a big surprise.
I think that really, it becomes one of those things where, the age-old kind of trick of like, quick, create a distraction. We'll go to the back. You just, stand on the table, start dancing. Everyone looks and you start paying attention to that. And when I think Octane ran out, Verhulst just creates this distraction. There's an Octane back there somewhere. You shoot. And by that time, the rest of the squad, Dooplex, Skittlecakes, have been able to get into their position and started getting aggressive onto you. And that, to me, is a great showcase of having a bad situation, but having a great plan to get out of it and just doing your best.
And it's hard to make that plan on such short notice. They didn't realize that they were going to be in that situation inside of a door with the zone turned to their backs. Like, they had no idea. But whoever was IGLing for there, they got out quick and they were able to do it with that distraction tactic. But we are going to have some more games coming up soon. The next map will come up after this break.
And welcome back, everybody, to the UMG Champions Apex Legends Arena $10,000 Invitational. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, joined by Rain Day and Girl, and what a series we have at hand. Esports Arena currently up 2-0 in the series. And Girl, it seems as if Arena Demons they can't keep up. They really can't.
No, they can't. Some of these situations just surprise them so much, and I feel like they're putting their all into it. But it's just so hard against Esports Arena. They play so well together in both VR and arenas, and it's just so hard to play against that no matter what you do.
And Rain Day, you brought up a great point. The adaptability, right, from Esports Arena is something to behold. And I think the big thing to take note of, guys, this isn't just Esports Arena, playing very well and obviously be one of the favorite teams making it into grand finals, maybe even win the entire thing. They're also in first place when it comes to AOGS. You don't get first place in AOGS by not becoming a team that is able to overcome and adapt, right? So that adaptability definitely shining its head here.
Yeah, and it's consistency too. I mean, adaptability goes hand in hand with consistency because, if you're good at adapting one round, well, what is that going to do if you win, you lose 3-1? You have to keep being able to do it. And that's what we're seeing Esports Arena have kind of a great clarity about themselves. They know how to take whatever situation is pressing them. Even if Arena Demons starts to get a little momentum, there were some good rounds Aidan had and Dimi had, and they still were able to punch right back and get the fight in their favor.
Yeah, at this point, Arena Demons, they've got a long mountain to climb. My only concern, again, I firmly believe they're giving it all they possibly can, but it hasn't been enough to win the first two maps. Now we're going into map number 3, which, of course, is going to be Thermal Station, which has been all over the place for Arena Demons. They've been successful, but they've also taken some heavy losses there. So this series could be ending a lot quicker than even I was expecting. But either way, we're loading into map number 3. Rain Day Girl, take it away.
All right. Yeah, I'm excited here. I think Thermal Station should be the best chance Arena Demons has to get back into this, partly because they had such a lightning round in this one earlier on. I believe it was 3-0, but they just looked clinical. They looked absolutely clinical when they approached this map, and you just felt like there wasn't a chance CLG had against them. And so for me, I'm liking Arena Demons having an opportunity here to show their stuff, but what we may find is that Esports Arena simply are at a different caliber today.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with you 100% here. Arena Demons take really good angles on this map, so I'd like to see what Esports Arena can come up to counter the fact that they take really good angles and they will target you from 2 different positions. So we're starting off slow here with the Mozambiques, with the Wingmans. It's round 1 after all. We even see a repeater in this round 1 from Dooplex, which is something you don't frequently see.
And I like it. I really actually was hoping that we would see more of that on Aidan because I thought he had a lot of success with the repeater in the other games that he played. Maybe he was feeling more confident in that, and maybe, when you start losing, you start sometimes getting a little cold. You start limiting your choices, limiting your flexibility, going back to the tried and true. But sometimes that flex is really what gave you the win in the first place and the confidence. So Aidan now holding angles with the Mozambique. So impressed with the way this weapon has been a factor in this setup. And the boat check bow. Oh, this should be a treat. I love this gun, this weapon. It's just so fantastic for me, not only from range, but I think just that peek, pop, and poke. I feel like it has such great utility here in arenas as well. So excited to see maybe Dooplex get a little bit of action on that one.
We're not seeing the devotion here yet as Aidan goes back to heal up because it looks like Esports Arena is putting their all into the first round. They have the momentum. They bought out fully. Look at these flat lines. Look at the repeater here. They're going to go all in, and they got the care package weapons, right? So this is going to be looking good for them. Intel will have to make a surprising play to be able to win this out. Aidan and Dimi are pushing up. Ronnie's actually quite low. Can they make something happen potentially with a give you the dome?
And I feel a little sad seeing that, Dooplex traded out the bow check bow, but I understand it. And if you're at home trying to figure out why, it's because you just can't use it up close. It's really not a weapon you can, use in these bubble fights and in these close engagements, which inevitably you have to plan for. And that's where the flat line, the P20, the 30-30 at least give you some hip fire options when you get in there. I love the grapple. Oh, smooth, baby. And he just hops right over and he sets the tone. Skittlecakes, he might be having a little bit too much fun here for this one, but I think it's enough, especially for Esports Arena to get game 1.
Hey, those are really nice shots. Hip fire shots mid-air with the grapple. It was a great decision to make. And they're already up now. So Arena Demons are going to have an even tougher time coming back from this situation. And there we go. hip fire in action. He didn't take any damage. It was actually surprising to see Dooplex pop a Phoenix back there, but very nice shots coming from him. Rahknee could not do as much as he wanted to on that high ground, on that little head glitch position, because it was a 1v3. It was just too hard, and it's still the first round. Your shields are low. Your attachments aren't as good as you want them to be, but we'll see what happens in this next round.
A couple of mandatory investments for the Gibraltar, such as the Dome Shield. Got to make sure you have one of those every single round. Certain legends you can get away with having maybe one less or more, and they often cost different amounts, but there it is. Dooplex already just utilizing that, so he's going to be without it for the rest of round 2. We'll see if that comes into play. Good on Arena Demons to force it early. AidantheDestroyer finding himself on the flat line, a weapon we see have such great utility here. And still a bit of a fight kind of towards the height now. Rahknee and Arena Demons claiming this spot, and a couple great shots there on the Verhulst. Not enough to finish, but it seems like Skittlecakes responding to Dimi in kind, so there's just, again, an absence of a push available here. So much distance between both of these teams.
And you never know who's creeping up behind you, right? We got Dimi, we got Rahknee in position, but where is Aidan? Will Aidan have a good angle once the fight ensues? Dooplex having that dome. Dooplex is kind of getting bullied here as the only Gibby in this lobby. Only person getting shot for the most part, but luckily for him, has his dome, is able to recover. Has no more domes, though. Take a look at that. 0 domes left, so there's no help line, no call for help by Dooplex.
I say we move this way.
A nice little angle here. Patience is the name of the game. Esports Arena don't need much except 2 more rounds to move into the finals. They know this is potentially a $2,000 couple of matches here. Couple of rounds, bump them from that 1,000 guaranteed 3 and 4th to that 3,000 guaranteed in either 2nd or 1st, which is ultimately $5,000 to the winner of today's tournament. Aidan and the rest of them know it is a tough hill to climb, and where Sunday might be more for rest and relaxation, well, they have set themselves up for one heck of a workout and calorie burn here if they're going to get it done. Dimi, though, seems up for the challenge. Nice grapple. Nice shield break. Still no damage done. Enough to poke. Skittlecakes with the Arc Star. Shield batteries picked up for Dimi, so this is good. Skittlecakes isolated. That's 1 kill. Arena Demons now with the 2v3, or the 3v2 advantage, should I say. Verhulst on the left-hand side. A nice push towards Aidan, keeping their numbers solidified and together. Dooplex closing the door on the outside, but they know exactly where he is. They may have to go for the thirst. They will. On the other side, Dooplex goes down. This should be it. Verhulst, the only one left alive. Dimi can run the backside, and the Mozambique 43. That's a kill. It's Arena Demons who tie it up.
It's good play by them. They were able to take map control. They were able to take all of the map. But most importantly, they were able to get that first knock and solidify it. Aidan was so at the end, but that Mozambique shot hit clean.
I like what we're seeing here, especially when it comes to the adjustments from Arena Demons. A patient play, but to me, it was much more around really catching the isolated player. And it's less about really what you're doing in terms of how long it's taking. It's more about when is that opportunity that you say, okay, if we hit a couple shots here and we force this player to stop running or to bubble or their teammates to get off the same program as they would be with each other, how can we then turn that into a down? And if we can finish that off, we can be really, really good at that, we have a chance to pull this back. It is 1-1 in this map. Wow, some great shots there. Shows you the power of the flatline and a few headshots. Aidan could be in trouble if this grenade hits. It will hit, and Aidan just gets the shield battery off because he would have been 25 health to his name. What a play by Dooplex. The pressure has been put on, and Dimi hitting some firing shots back, girl, but what a play.
Yeah, those were incredible shots and an incredible grenade as well. Aidan luckily playing Wraith because I think I saw some shots going at him, able to phase out cover and get into safety. So no knock there. It was a great effort. I can feel that Esports Arena are a little bit on tilt after losing just one round. Just one round. We don't want to lose. We want to get this over with. We want to go to grand finals. That's what's going on in their minds. And Arena Demons, they just got to hold them off. They got to try and come back, get their synergy together, play as a team, and honestly play those long-range angles, but oh my goodness, that damage onto Skittlecakes. Dooplex is beaming right here. So not only does he output damage, but his team is also taking a lot of damage. So nothing yet. It's going to be slower. Arena Demons just taking those angles. Look at him.
And I like it here. Arena Demons definitely crawling, and they've got Aidan's Dimensional Rift here if they want to use it. The ultimate from the Wraith. We rarely have seen it. I'm not sure if we've seen it at all in arenas all day long. The Wraith has been played many, many times. He's trying to find that right little angle. Dooplex has already been poked. So now these grenades are really hoping in terms of the throw to just provide a little bit of cover fire. But the one who gets fired on under the cover is Dimi. And so he's in trouble. That flatline just misses the grapple right off. Skittlecakes tries to get aggressive, but he doesn't pay off.
Really like the fact that he stopped that syringe mid-heal and he grappled out because he knew he was going to get pushed. That's the situational awareness that this team has. And that, oh, he's getting beamed again and again. They're just in a tight spot. Dimi can't poke or prod anywhere. It looks like Esports Arena are ready to eat their meal right after this game. Like, they are absolutely demolishing them. Rahknee taking in damage, but Dooplex actually gets hit on the cross here. His flatline is insane, though, and his teammates coming in to try and clean this one up. Skittlecakes going in. Verhulst in a 1v1 situation. His shots are not missing. He has to reload or switch guns, and he uses his Mozambique to finish it off. That Wraith portal, though, I'm not quite sure if he meant to take it or if he didn't.
I don't think he meant it. I feel like that was just a happy coincidence, and it ended up working out for him. It did force him to turn left pretty fast, and on controller, that could be a little tough of a challenge. And so he finally got there, lined it up. The Mozambique cleaned it. And this is it. This could be a Esports Arena in this next round. Moving on to our grand finals. If they can just close it out here, you certainly would have to say they've deserved it. They've played better game in and game out. They've hit more shots. They've been really great to watch, and to me, going into grand finals would be a team to beat.
Absolutely agree with you on that one, and here we go, watching them go on at it again. Dimi getting cracked mid-air. Esports Arena don't end up taking the high ground on this one. They lose the high ground to Arena Demons, but they are throwing a lot of grenades. They're actually climbing up. They want to fight and finish this off. They are getting up close. They're not giving them the respect that they deserve. Arena Demons got here not on a whim. They put in a lot of work here, so give them some respect. Rahknee saying, respect me or I'll kill you. He's chasing them down.
Rahknee wants to put some respect on his name. Rahknee also trying to put some grenades on the brain, but it's getting right back to him. The grenade pops and explodes right next to him. AidantheDestroyer, like we said, getting destroyed here. He's got the devotion in hand. It's all out. No holds barred, trying to win by any means necessary, and it will be. Aidan and Arena Demons tying it up at 2-2. What an unbelievable round we had there, where they threw everything at the wall and just hoped something stuck.
Hey, take a look at this. Dimi hitting all of these shots with his wingman, and then take a look at Aidan. He uses that devotion against Skittlecakes. Like, Skittlecakes tries to use it, ends up jumping down and trying to chase him, but ends up going down in the process. It was a 2v1 situation. Aidan ending up picking the devotion up. He's like, you're gonna use this against me? I'll use it against you back, and I will absolutely fry you when you walk up the stairs. Wow!
What?
That's oh my goodness! Going down mid-air.
Oh my goodness. And that's where you wish you could tap straight. I mean, that's when you wish you could just switch it up a little bit. This is tough. Verhulst has to answer right back. Dimi and Skittlecakes going at it. Verhulst, and it looks like it's going to be Aidan and Dimi, but Dimi is so low. Verhulst, is he going to clutch it again? That's one on the Mozambique. He can seal the deal, at least in this round for Esports Arena, and bring them back to within one win away from moving to grand finals. He's going to pop a shield battery, and this Octane passive is just so valuable in this situation, because as he's fighting, he's getting that health back, slowly getting another advantage over Aidan, and Aidan doesn't get that same thing. And there he is, just going to push it. The knockdown shields can't stop him. Esports Arena back up to match point.
Keep in mind that Esports Arena lost Dooplex right off the bat. They just pulled off a
That's
2
unbelievable.
versus 3 right here. So take a look at this tracking. Aiden perfectly, but I believe it was Rahknee that ended up going down first on their team. And then they were having to clutch that. Dimi wasn't able to get out of there, and Verhulst just absolutely demolishing. Playing those angles, playing the door perfectly. Getting that first kickoff is important because it gives you an opportunity to open it later on, which he did.
I mean, I'm loving chat here as well, saying this makes the Mozambique look like it's meta, like it's OP. Like, you know, we're gonna be starting to see Final Circle Mozambique. I mean, maybe we will. I don't know. But if you're watching this tournament, you're like, yeah, oh yeah, Mozambique is meta, man. Absolutely, this is the weapon to use. And I can't blame you because this has had such an impact here in this tournament. And it will continue to have an impact for the rest of the day. That's my prediction. It goes to reason since that's what we've seen. Dooplex finds himself on the R301. A little bit different, though. And the devotion still in the hand of Aiden. It has worked to definitely set the pace a little different. He's trying to find the little hole where he can sneak that grenade. It is going to roll through, and so they're going to be in trouble. The door will burst. Dooplex has to back off. The little things in Apex sometimes have a big payoff, but unfortunately, it didn't pay off for Dimi here. Will this be Esports Arena clutching it up? Moving on into grand finals. They've got 3 alive. It's a 3v2. This should be it. Rahknee is low as well. Skittlecakes trying to celebrate here, but he's got to finish Rahknee. That's one. It's just Aiden left alive. It's Esports Arena looking to close it out. What has been a hard-fought 3-game series is going to end in a 3-0 sweep. Esports Arena will be in your grand finals here in the $10,000 UMG Esports Invitational for Apex Legends.
Well played. Esports Arena played so incredibly well in that map. In all 3 maps, this is a 3-0. They're looking so strong right now, and I don't know who is going to be up against them, but this is going to be a hard-fought battle.
Man, what a battle it was. Esports Arena showcasing why they are the best team currently, not only in AOGS, but also the team that might win the entire thing. Arena Demons not going to get second place or even first like they did last time. Got to be honest with you, though, Rain Day, still impressive. They made it this far given how they were playing yesterday, but not enough, man. Esports Arena looking serious.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they're hitting their shots, I mean, they're playing well. I mean, I think they're playing as equally well as most of the other teams that we've seen at this high level. You talk about Era Eternity, you even talk about Arena Demons, but what is separating them are these clutch moments and their firefights. I mean, the shots that Skittlecakes and Verhulst are hitting, we saw a little bit of Aiden clapping back, but that's more of the normal round that we're seeing for Verhulst. He's not missing anything. Skittlecakes isn't missing anything. Dooplex is beaming. These are really just 3 incredible aimers, also playing a tactically sound game of Apex Legends. And so there's no wonder why these guys are at the top in both the LGS and now for a chance to be at the top of this tournament.
Girl, we highlighted Dooplex at the beginning, right? Talking about his Gibby play. Do you think he lived up to the hype that his stats represented?
Absolutely. Lived up to the hype. It was to do, especially at Gibby on this map, because this map requires so many head glitching and so on. But they played super well as a team, and that's the thing. Even though he got hit for 150, he bubbled and popped a Phoenix kit. It was crazy to see him out that off, but hit it, and his teammates, because they had firepower, they were able to cover him. They were able to pull as a team. Well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Like I said, Esports Arena looking absolutely poised to potentially win this entire thing. And I guess what it boils down to, Rain Day, at least to you, when it comes down to Arena Demons, they were always so close, very talented, but they were never close enough to get the victory. Why do you think that is?
I just think, you know, in terms of going up against Esports Arena, there just was a different caliber of play. I think Arena Demons were an excellent team this tournament. They clearly were better than most. But in terms of Esports Arena, the level of technical play that they were able to bring out, it was really the separation factor. I mean, even though these games went the way of Esports Arena, 5-3, 4-2, 4-2, it's not like there wasn't a chance. They both had pretty good tactics, but just, you know, Esports Arena hit so many more shots. I think it became overwhelming.
I got to be honest with you. I am disappointed not to see Phase Runner. I think that would have been an excellent map between these two, given how Arena Demons plays that. But yeah, it ended pretty much the way Esports Arena was wanting it to end. Who went ESA? Who was it? Was Girl? Did you go ESA?
It was Girl.
It was
I
Girl?
did, yeah. I did.
Dang. So she's got the lead, I think, right? Over you, Ray?
Oh, I did. Sorry.
She forgot. It's why.
No, I didn't forget I was on mute. I hear a vacuum and I just had to mute. I'm sorry.
Too excited, man. You had to calm yourself down, girl. I know the action's been crazy. First semifinal is done with. Let's take a look at our bracket and see how it's shaping up. Obviously, we know who's going to be in grand finals so far. Girl, it's going to be Esports Arena, but Torrent and Era, that's going to be a battle.
It's gonna be great.
It is indeed, and I'm super excited to see Torrent play again. I haven't seen them play yet today, but it is going to be an intense fight for sure because Era Eternity, they were playing so well yesterday as well.
Yeah, they definitely were. Era this time around, obviously playing with Oxy Aries, and man, he's looking fantastic. And from what I'm hearing, he actually is right now one of the main people in Era. So it makes sense how he's playing so well. Not that substitute talk anymore, Rain Day. Right now, we can talk more about how he fits in, and I mean, honestly, that makes Era look even scarier to me heading into their matchup against Torrent.
Oh yeah, I mean, Era is one of the teams that we have seen have almost no no faults, no weaknesses. We've seen them come through and just be dominant in so many different performances throughout the day. So I'm excited to see them go up against Torrent. It's a team I've had a lot of history watching and excited to see them compete at this high level.
Well, it's going to be a great time, guys. Semifinal 1 has finished. Now we need to watch semifinal number 2 on the bottom end of the bracket. As I said, it's going to be a battle. Torrent and Era will face off against each other. One more spot in grand finals. But until then, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, the second semifinals coming your way.